Hi, I'm Tyler Fultz. I'm a nuclear engineer with a little over 10 years of experience in the nuclear power industry. From engineering to operations to emergency response. I don't claim to know everything there is to know nuclear, but I can certainly share some knowledge. If you like this video, please give me a like down below, and go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. If you didn't like this video, please let me know down in the comments as to what I can do better. I'm always looking to improve. Today we're going to be looking at a Simpsons clip called Homer Destroyed Springfield. I believe it involves the nuclear power plant in some way. If you recall, I reacted to a video earlier about Homer saving Springfield, so I guess this is when things don't work out quite as well for him.
Mr. Flanders, why are you moving?
Because I had a vision of myself shooting your father.
In this neighborhood, who hasn't? Well, you can't fight fate. But if you must shoot our father, please remember our family...
Oh, it looks like this is from one of those Treehouse of Horror episodes. Okay.
Oh, not in the face.
Don't worry, sweetie. I am not going to kill your father.
Flanders, kill me? You never killed anybody, and you're gonna start with the big dog?
Homer, please, don't tempt the gods. I mean, God. There's one God. Only one. Well, sometimes there's three.
Hey, Chief, throw me your piece.
Sure thing, citizen.
Come on, shoot me a new one. Ooh, I'm so scared. Ned Flanders is pointing a gun at me. You could even shoot me by accident, even if I whack the barrel like this. Blip, blip, blip. Blip, blip, blip.
Quit whacking my barrel.
Never.
I don't know what this has to do with nuclear power yet, but it's hilarious.
You leave me no choice.
That is a mighty strong wood chipper.
I was supposed to shoot you, but I didn't. I changed the future.
Okay. Where do I begin with the whole core destruct button? First, let's see what it does. Okay, I figured that's the direction they were going. Alright, so no such button exists. That's not a thing. If there were, for whatever reason, if you wanted to destroy all the nuclear material in the core, that's not a real process. There's not a real button that does that, but it would not blow up like that. Has nothing to do. It's at a completely different enrichment level than what is used in a nuclear bomb. One equivalent of that would be trying to fly a fighter jet using 87 octane gasoline that you get over on the street. It's just not going to work. It's completely different fuel that you would use for a weapon that you would for a nuclear power plant. This sort of explosion wasn't even possible during an accident scenario in like Chernobyl, for instance. Second off, the core destruct button. Let me back up just a skosh. So any button that you only want to operate under really weird situations, you would have a cover on it, and possibly you'd have two switches that require both of them to be operated simultaneously in order to do something that you have to think twice about doing, say during an emergency situation. One example would be scramming or tripping the reactor just to emergency shut down the facility. It's a super safe process, but yeah, if you're trying to make money by producing electricity, you don't want to accidentally bump it or anything like that. So they would either have a cover or there would be multiple switches separately, and they wouldn't be positioned in a spot on a control panel that you would inadvertently press or whatever. The big red box and the big bright font is probably the only thing even remotely accurate about a scene like this, but nope, can't destroy the core with a button. Even if you wouldn't blow up like a nuclear bomb, and any button that you do some really important safety related activity, clearly marked and not in a position where you can inadvertently touch it. Let's continue.
What have I done? I've changed the future for the worse. Homer, stay away from the nuclear plant.
Fine, I'll never go back. Starting tomorrow. Today is Lenny's birthday and they're having ice cream cake.
But you're gonna kill us all!
But ice cream cake!
Sounds about like Homer.
I gotta find Homer. He's gonna blow up the whole town.
Yeah, well, you know, you gotta take the bitter with the sweet.
Let's back up just a bit. So this pod thing appears to be a control room of some sort. No, ours, at least at a typical nuclear plant, it's just in a building. Building somewhat actually isolated from, say, where the reactor's at and where a lot of the critical components are. Couple reasons for this. One, to protect the control room operators. It even has a built-in HVAC system that will actually filter out radiation in the event of any accident. And two, just has to do with keeping the facility secure and safe. But it's not this little glass pod that everyone can see in. It's a secure room. I'd show you a picture of one if I was allowed to, but I'm not. It's one of those things that is very security sensitive information. But no, they don't really look anything like this.
Homer, do not press the core destruct button.
How does he get in and out? Yeah, I've seen looking at the background. It looks like it's right in the middle of a lot of, at least the what we would call the mechanical auxiliary building. No, there are certain control rooms that are in there for like processing radiological waste, but nothing that actually operates the reactor itself, or that would even hypothetically contain a core destruct button.
Press destruct button.
Don't do it! Don't do it! You'll kill everyone!
Do it! Do it!
Poor communication kills every time. This is one of the reasons why any radio operators in particular are required to have three-way communication before performing an action, and where the communicator would say something, the receiver repeats back, and then the originator agrees.
Everyone!
Sure is taking me a long time to reach this button.
That's another thing. They are kept in a secure building. You have to process through security, many layers of security before you even get to the control room or the mechanical auxiliary building or anywhere that you could really affect anything in the plant. Yeah, there's at least 3 layers of security, at least within the United States, of what type of access level you are required to get to. You got to go through an extensive background check. They do have armed guards there, at least within the United States, and usually better armed than this guy, usually carrying both rifles and pistols. And you don't have guys sleeping on the job. There's a lot of them. They do periodic patrols into the control room, so that's a thing, rather than whatever bizarre pod this gets in. Maybe he takes an elevator up to the center or something. I don't really know. But yeah, you would have a more alert security force and more robust in a real one.
Must kill best friend.
Interesting, they went with the prayer to put in the glass, but they didn't bother making the glass bulletproof.
Homer, fall backward.
Of course. There you go.
Oh, you stupid son of a...
Oh, man. That is one other aspect about buttons, is how sensitive the actual button is. If, anything like a tongue or a grain of dust, or even shaking the panel can inadvertently actuate whatever system you're talking about. There's even calibrations done, like vibration tests, all kinds of crazy stuff that are done before you place a control board in service to make sure, well, certainly nothing like that happens, but also anything like an inadvertent actuation of a safety system where you don't need it kind of deal. But this was a short and fun clip, but realize a lot to talk about. I'm sure I missed some things. Please let me know down in the comments of other silliness in this scene. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.